We know EU is really hard on the regulatory part. I'm really curious what will happen. Has anyone any take on that?
I think one of the most important parts is the data going into these models. And that's something we have not really seen where that's going to end, because now it's like everyone is trying to defend their own data. And I mean, there are a lot of talks about Reddit selling their data to someone, and you know, what's really going to happen with all of those data sources, like all the big ones, because they will have a strategy, they will try to make money off of them. But then there's all the other data, the free data online that you can scrape, but that's not really going to be possible going forward either. So I think that's one very important part to have in mind when you're looking at an AI company. What's your data strategy? Like, what will you do if this data disappears, or if you're using a model that's going to go from being free to use, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, you know what, it turned out that all the data this model is trained on, it's not okay to do that anymore. So we need to have a fallback plan. And like with all things, when we discuss this, it's impossible to know what the future will be. But I think like a team at least having a plan is kind of a pretty strong indicator that it will end up better than a team just, oh no, you know, we just grabbed this model from Hugging Face and it's like good to go.
You should ask for like data strategy as well as like an IP strategy from this type of early stage company.
Yeah, I mean, the IP strategy, going back to my point about it not winning by having the best tech, I mean, you can do that, but I think it's more important not to be blindsided by licensing issues. Like all of a sudden you're using a model that's not okay to use in a commercial setting. That's going to be disastrous for a company. So I think you need to think about those things. IP, like having your unique IP and being able to defend that. Yeah, of course it's nice, but I think protecting you from the downside is more important actually. Yeah. So yeah.
Freedom to operate is, and of course that goes for a lot of, I mean, software companies as well. That, I mean, the AI is not really super important. It's more like, can you do what you want to do?
Yeah.